Hey guys, it's Karen Merrill. Welcome to the channel. In today's video, I wanted to talk about 10 traits of successful entrepreneurs. Most people don't make it as an entrepreneur, so congratulations to you for even looking at this video and wanting to make your life and your family's life better. In fact, I made a post the other day about this subject. Being an entrepreneur takes sheer guts, courage, determination, perseverance, and persistence, but it's worth it. But like I said, most people don't make it. And most people don't have these qualities that I believe are important in being a successful entrepreneur. But before we get to those 10 qualities, or 10 traits, should I say, if you're new to the channel, welcome. This channel is all about affiliate marketing, how to make money online, how to make money from home. I do a lot of product reviews on this channel as well to help you make an informed buying decision. If those are topics that you want to learn more about, make sure you click the subscribe button and the bell icon. That way you can be notified when I upload new videos each and every day. Okay, so the first trait of a successful entrepreneur, I believe, is a risk taker, because you can't stay the same. You can't have that employee mindset and be a successful entrepreneur, I don't believe. You're going to have to take some risk, and you have to be okay with taking risk. The second thing is to see failure as feedback and to learn from your mistakes, because most people see failure as a sign that they should quit, but it's actually helping you to get to your goal, because you're learning what doesn't work, and therefore you're getting closer to your goal, because all those things that you would consider as failures are giving you feedback on which direction you should go. The third thing is to be persistent, and I see far too many people quit, and I think the reason why they quit is because when you're going to become an entrepreneur, your mind is automatically going to want to keep you safe and keep you in that comfort zone. So when you move out of that comfort zone, you're going to have fears, doubts, and worries. That's just totally normal. But the thing that separates people who are successful from those who are not is they continue to take action despite having those feelings. And they know that those feelings are normal. But the people that don't succeed are the ones that say, okay, this is a sign that I should quit. And they listen to the people around them. They listen to the voice in their head. So being persistent is another trait of being a successful entrepreneur. Being goal-oriented. I see so many people want to make money from home and they don't have any goals. They don't have them written down. They don't even know what they are. And that's vital to your success, is you have to know where you're going. And you have to know why you're doing it too. That's something that I didn't write on here, but very, very strong why is needed to be persistent. You need to be resourceful. Many people look to others for their success, but you have to be self-reliant. You have to be resourceful and trying to figure things out on your own, but also knowing where you can get the answers. You can look those things up yourself. Being resourceful is really, really important. The sixth thing is being decisive and confident. And going along with being decisive is developing the personality of being a confident person. The seventh thing is a knowledge seeker. All successful entrepreneurs are constantly learning and growing, and they're not content to stay in the same. So that is super important, to always be seeking out knowledge and becoming more valuable in the marketplace. The eighth thing is that you model after successful people. So you find someone who has achieved what you want to achieve and you model after them, not copy them, but do the things that they do so that you can have the same kind of success. I remember a quote from Cary Grant. He said, "I acted like Cary Grant for so long, I became Cary Grant." So modeling after people who have success is super important. The ninth thing is knowing that the past is not equal to the future, and being future-oriented rather than past-oriented. So you can't look at like the mistakes that you've made, or this didn't work out for me, I hope this works for me. You can't look at the past, because anybody can change their life around. I mean, Colonel Sanders became a billionaire after he was 65 years old, and he was going to commit suicide. So can't look at your past and, well, if you do look at your past, you're just going to repeat it. So you want to look to the future. And then I think being a lifelong student of personal development goes along with constantly learning, but taking personal responsibility for your results and constantly learning to how can I become a better person? How can I improve my mindset? That is super, super important, because the people who don't do that, I think, are the people that fail, because they're looking to somebody else. They're pointing the finger at somebody else for that's why I failed. It was because of this person. And when you take personal responsibility and you're a student of personal development, your whole life can change around. And I'm a living example of that. Now, these are just some other things that I look for in a business partner, because I think your word should be sacred. I look for people who keep their word and do what they say they're going to do when they say they're going to do it. Because I think talk is cheap. People can throw around, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I promise I'll do this, and then they don't keep their word. I look for that. That to me is really, really important in a quality person. And being disciplined. Through this discipline there is freedom, Aristotle, because there's not many people who have a work ethic that it takes to be a successful entrepreneur. So I think being disciplined, being self-reliant, not always looking to the other person for answers, looking things up on your own, figuring things out on your own, and you become empowered because you are able to do more than you think you can. And honesty, to me, is really, really important. I like to see somebody who's driven and passionate. And you probably don't think about this as being important, but I think having the ability to forgive, and they don't hold grudges, because that's just another level of thinking that people are going to do things wrong to you. They're going to make you mad. I've had to use this forgiveness technique I'm going to share with you here in just a second. I had to use that just yesterday. There's going to be people that don't treat you right. There's going to be people who steal your content or whatever, say they're going to do something and they don't do it. You need to forgive those people and move on. And I've heard from, I think it was Joe Vitale, said that when people have forgiven people for things in the past, their whole life changes financially. And it's not something that you say, okay, this person, you advocate what that person did. It has everything to do with you and your energy, that when you can forgive, that frees up that energy and some pretty amazing things can happen. So those are things that I look for in a business partner. So what can you do to develop these traits? Well, first of all, you're going to have to develop a new self-image, because someone who makes $50,000 a year has a totally different self-image than an entrepreneur who makes millions of dollars. You're going to have to become a different person. You're going to have a different self-image. And one of the best ways, I think, is this book here called The New Psycho-Cybernetics. This shows you exactly how to change your self-image and how to actually become a different person. Like, you picture yourself being a different person, because you can never outperform your self-image. You'll always go back to what you think of subconsciously about yourself. Like, that's why people who win the lottery, they only see themselves as being a certain way. They're subconsciously, they find a way to lose all the money. They don't consciously want to do that, but that's why I think so many people who win the lottery don't keep the money, or they end up bankrupt. And why is that? Because they have a self-image that doesn't support being a multimillionaire. So I would say this is a really great book. You can get it on Amazon. And this is even better. The New Psycho-Cybernetics CD series. I have this, and it's different actually than the book. And this is really the best way, I think, to change your self-image, which then will obviously change your results. And I wanted to also share with you a blog post that I did not too long ago, where I have 3 videos. Let's see, it's right here. Secret to Success Online and in Life. I have 3 videos in here that I did. The first one is the Secret to Success, and a little known secret to making 7 figures online and goal setting for YouTube and affiliate marketing. And in these videos, I talked about Paulo Barroso, who now is a multiple 7-figure income earner, but he struggled for years, and finally his mentor told him, Paulo, it's not the opportunity, it's not your sponsor, it's not anything outside of you, it's you. And he said when he realized it was him, and he started to change himself, that's when he started to have success. And that's what these videos are about. And then I also included two of the most important trainings in my life, which is, the first one is The Strangest Secret by Earl Nightingale. And the second one, this is a 10-hour program, which I listen to 30 minutes a day, every day. It's called You Were Born Rich by Bob Proctor. And he talks about changing your self-image. And this is life-changing. You know, if you do this every day, 30 minutes, and you do what they say in here, your life will never be the same. And one more thing I wanted to mention is I think too many people hold grudges. And like I said, I've heard amazing stories. And I just had to use this yesterday. But I want to give credit to who I got this from, and I think it was Joe Vitale in one of the trainings that I was on. But I want to read it to you, and I'll leave a link to this blog post right here and this one here in the description below the video so you can refer to it. But you can use this on people that have even passed away, or, you know, grudges that you have from way back when, or I use it as things come up, like, you know, I really need to forgive this person because I don't really like what they did. So what it is you wish what you wish for the other person, you're actually wishing for yourself, because we're all connected. So when you understand that, it becomes very vital that you forgive people as you need to. And the first thing you do is sit quietly and quiet your mind, and then think of God's love for you. And what I think of is like when you have a cut on your finger, do you do anything? No. There's a force that just goes through you that's there to help you, constantly flowing through you. And that's what I kind of think about when I'm getting ready to do this. But I'm just going to read through it real quickly here. I fully and freely forgive, and then you say their name. I release him or her mentally and spiritually. I completely forgive everything with the matter in question. I am free, and she or he is free. It is a marvelous feeling. It is my day of general amnesty. I release anybody and everybody who has ever hurt me, and I wish for each and every one health, happiness, peace, and all the blessings of life. I do this freely, joyously, and lovingly. And whenever I think of the person or persons who hurt me, I say, I have released you. And all the blessings of life are yours. I am free, and you are free. It is wonderful. And so once you have forgiven this person, when they come to your mind again, or the incident comes to your mind, wish them well and say, peace be with you. And the acid test to know if you have truly forgiven is if you hear something great about that person, you know, some accomplishment they've achieved, that you wouldn't be resentful, that you'd be truly happy for them. So this is a super powerful technique for forgiveness, and I highly recommend it if there's anybody that you need to forgive, which most people there is, or if something just comes up. You know, being an entrepreneur, you're going to have differences. You're going to have people who say they're going to do something, they don't do it, or just all kinds of things that you don't really want. And if you use this technique for forgiveness as things come up, I'm telling you, it absolutely changes your life, because you're not bogged down by resentment, and those are things that are not going to make you successful as an entrepreneur. So I hope you guys found some value in this 10 traits of successful entrepreneurs. If you did, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, give me a like. If you have any other ones that you think are important in being a successful entrepreneur, different traits, leave them in the comments below the video. And if you have any questions whatsoever, make sure you leave them in the comments as well. If you need to contact me for any reason, I do have my contact information in the description below the video. Also, if you'd like to learn my #1 recommendation for making money online, that'll be the first link in the description below the video. You can check it out if you'd like. With that being said, I appreciate you guys. This is Karen Mara signing off, and I'll see you in the next video.